And this is my review for Armada Scavenger with Minicon partner Roll Bar. Roll Bar will be the main focus of the review for just a couple of minutes. He's a vaguely beachcomber-esque type Jeep that's primarily white. He's really, really white. I mean, he's pretty glaringly white. He's pretty nice. He doesn't roll very well just due to the fact that the wheels have really gotten stuck over the years. They still do roll individually, but together as a whole, not so much. To transform him, you want to pop that up. He is the only Minicon that actually has individual seats, I think. Then you want to flip his seats in, kind of like feet. Then you want to split his arms, and then you want to flip up his arms, flip this back, and then you have Roll Bar. He's got a very kind of warthog-ish face, is the best way to describe it. He's got a little gigantic red bar right here that has horns on top of it. Kind of cool looking, kind of weird looking. Definitely my favorite Minicon. And to transform him back into vehicle mode, you basically want to flip the arms up and flip these back. And you want to flip that down. There you have Roll Bar back in vehicle mode. Now let's get on to the meat of the interview. Scavenger. The electronics are long dead. But he's a very nice, just a massive bulldozer. There he is next to Universe Sideswipe. But just massive, about almost a foot long, actually. The electronics in it are dead, but he still does have the rolling, raises the scoop gimmick. You can also raise up independently. He also, if you flip back his cockpit, I'll just really transform Roll Bar really quickly. You can also flip this in. I usually take it off. And then put him back in. But he does have a little driver, which I can't recall if he ever used that in the actual cartoon, but I think that's a pretty neat little feature. Usually don't use it, but neat little feature. Transform Roll Bar back into robot mode, vehicle mode. Like that. There you go. And then on to Scavenger. To transform him, one of the more complicated Armada figures, you want to split the bucket, which does tend to become undone. Then you want to flip it out and around like that. Leave it off to the side. Then you want to basically just stand him up as best as he can stand for now. Unhook these. Flip these forward. Flip that forward. Those will form his hands, which are just absolutely massive hands. Almost Minicon-sized hands. I bet it wouldn't feel pleasant if you got punched with his hands, at least in the cartoon. Then you want to flip that grill up, and I have a real thanks to Hasbro for when I was a little kid and they were showing the cartoon when he was unknown which side he was on, and they put out the toy and he's an Autobot. So really, thanks Hasbro for pretty much ruining the gimmick of whose side was he on. But anyway, then you want to basically you want to flip that piece down, up, and then flip this little post right here. Tabs in right there, and I usually flip these up. I usually flip them up like that. Then you want to do the same over here. Flip that piece up. Flip that flap down. Got it onto the post. Then to get his head out, I love the way they got his head out. I thought that was the most innovative design I've really ever seen on Armada. You basically want to push those arms up and lock them into place like that. His antenna tends to come up automatically. It is on a hinge joint if you don't want it there. I usually have it there. And there you have Scavenger. I also lost the missile, but I never really got the chance to try it out, so I don't know if that was a big loss or what. But yeah, just a nice figure. Very bulky, very cool. He does have the coolest of all Transformers gimmicks, which very few of them have, in that he actually walks. He's got a little wheel, and those posts rotate while he walks. So he can definitely walk, and if you want him, you know, crushing little things, it's really cool. Really cool gimmick. Definitely like what they did with that. Not the most posable Armada figure, but pretty nice. Ratchet's up here, ratchet here, no hand articulation, rotating head. He does have the, except for Hotshot and Red Alert, of all the Armada figures he's definitely got the most accurate cartoon face. I really like the face. Kind of looks like a Man in the Iron Mask kind of face with silver and yellow detailing in that antenna, kind of. And his waist articulates, which when I was a kid, I would just have some Decepticons all around, and then I would go boom, 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 boom. But anyway, that's actually kind of good that they gave him a waist articulation, because I would have been really disappointed with this figure if they didn't. But there you have it, my look at Armada Scavenger with Minicom partner Roll Bar.